The ocean and the land, though often considered separate realms, are actually intertwined in many ways. Perhaps nowhere are those connections more direct than along the coastlines where the land meets the sea. In Alaska, coastal brown bears benefit from nutrition provided by the sea, particularly the salmon that arrive in the late summer and fall. But when the bears emerge from their winter dens in the springtime, they face a need for nourishment long before the salmon arrive. What is it that sustains them during this critical period when mothers are nursing their young and males are beginning to rebuild the weight lost in hibernation? This is one of the questions that researchers investigated in the Changing Tides project. One year-round resource that is known to be available along the shores of south-central Alaska are clams that burrow in the sand and mud along the coasts of Katmai and Lake Clark National Parks. Brown bears have been observed digging and eating clams during low tides, and researchers wanted to understand how important this source of nutrition is to the bears. The clams themselves are exposed to a variety of stressors, such as pollution and contaminants, changing ocean chemistry brought about by increased carbon dioxide in the water, rising water temperatures due to climate change, or increased freshwater input from melting glaciers. Are clam populations in Alaska feeling the impact of these environmental stressors, and if so, how can we tell? This is another question that researchers looked at with genetic studies as part of the Changing Tides study. If clam populations are impacted by these stressors, will brown bears potentially lose a critical source of springtime nutrition? Come along on a virtual field trip to see how researchers investigate how to detect stress in clams, what resources are important to brown bears, and how the marine and terrestrial ecosystems are intertwined in the wild coasts of Alaska.